Hi everyone, my name is Samath and it's my pleasure to see you. Today I am going to teach what is class. So the objectives of this lesson, you are going to learn what is class and also you are going to classify what types of class. Okay, so let's get the lesson started. Okay. So here, what's class? Okay, so what's class? So now I am going to give the definition what is a class. Okay, so when you say a class, yeah, okay, so a class is a group, okay, it's a group of words, it's a group of words that consists of a subject and a verb. Okay, so that is a class. I read it again. When I say a class is a group of words that consists, okay, a subject and a verb. That is a class. And here we are going to classify what types of class. Okay, so what types of class? So class is classified into two. Okay, we have two types of class. We have independent class. Yeah, independent class, or you can say another word is main class. Yeah. Okay, so we can say independent class, or you can say main class. And another class is dependent class. Yeah, dependent class. So in here I am going to explain what is independent class and what is dependent class. Okay, so when you say independent class or main class, I mean that sentence is can stand alone. Yeah, can stand alone. Okay, can stand alone and has a complete thought. Okay. Yeah, so that is called independent clause, or you can say main clause. Again, independent clause is a kind of sentence that can stand alone and has a complete thought. I mean, makes sense. Okay. So what is the difference between independent clause and dependent clause? So dependent clause is a sentence can't, okay, can stand alone. So when you say can't stand alone, mean that kind of sentence need another sentence to make sense. Okay, to make sense. So dependent clause can stand alone, and one more you can say has no complete thought. Okay, so when the sentence cannot stand alone, so that sentence has no complete thought, I mean does not make sense. That is called dependent clause. Okay, so far you have learned the types of class. We have main class and dependent clause, or dependent clause. So now I have the example here. I have 4 examples, and I would like to analyze which sentence is independent clause, or you can say main clause, and which sentence is dependent clause. Okay, so you know the definition about the independent clause and dependent clause already. Okay, so now let's learn to analyze together. So the first example here, I play football every weekend. So do you think this sentence makes sense, or need another information, or need another sentence to make a complete thought? So in here we have the subject and a verb. Okay, so I read again. I play football every weekend. So this sentence is main clause. is main clause because that sentence has a complete thought, makes sense. No need another sentence to make a complete thought. Okay. So example number 2, we cook so many dishes. We cook so many dishes. So when you read this sentence, does it make sense or you still have question? Yes, it makes sense. So this type of sentence is called main clause. Yeah, main clause. Now we move to sentence number 3. Because we have a party. Because we have a party. So do you think when you read the sentence, does it make sense or it need another information to make a complete thought? Sure, it needs another information to make this sentence make a complete thought. So this sentence you call it dependent clause. Okay, dependent clause. And this sentence cannot stand alone, even though it has subject and a verb. So it still does not have a complete thought. Okay, so you remember when dependent clause always begin with a subordinating conjunction like because. Okay, so that sentence is dependent clause. Another one, number 4, the last sentence. When I arrive home. Okay, when I arrive home, you ask yourself, does it make sense? Sure, it does not. So you call it dependent clause. Yeah, dependent clause. And also we have subjects and a verb, but this sentence start with subordinating conjunction when. Okay, so that's all for the lesson today about what is clause, what is main clause, and what is dependent clause. So thank you very much for watching. Bye.